So am I tripping or what, bro? Like, we need to find something out. I got a video that I'm about to run.
Okay.
And just last week, I said that this guy was one of my favorite sportscasters, and he still is my favorite sportscaster. But that does not. He's not my favorite. Hold on,
Okay.
time out. I misspoke.
I misspoke.
He's not my favorite. He's not my favorite. He's one of my favorites.
Right.
I'm a fan. I think that's the words I use.
Right,
that
right,
I'm a fan. I
right,
never
right.
said he was my favorite, but I am a fan.
Right.
But he did an interview today. Club Shay Shay. I'm talking about Shannon Sharpe. So
okay.
let me go ahead and drop that out there.
Okay, cool.
But he did an interview today, and I want to let you hear it. And I want to see exactly if you see anything positive or negative or nothing at all about the actual interview in itself.
Okay.
Is that fair?
Okay.
All right. So let me go ahead and run this actual clip here real quick.
You've been in the spotlight, man, basically your whole life. I mean, since you're probably 12 or 13. Yeah. And you get Zion Williamson, who's been in the spotlight since he's probably 15, 16. Yeah. And you see the issue he having with girls. What advice would you give him? How would you tell him to navigate this situation? He's in it now.
Yeah.
You can't turn it back. He has a girl. He has one young lady pregnant. He's welcoming a child, and then you have this other one over here just putting all his business out there.
I mean, it's hard out here when it comes to I would just pray for Zion, man. I feel like, hey, man.
Is that what he's in need of prayer?
Ain't no way.
Is that what he's in need of? Prayer?
That had to have been a deleted scene. There's
no
way.
Hey,
There's
pull it up.
There's no.
Pull it up. We are not making up stuff on this show. No.
Way Shannon asked Chris Brown.
Oh, hold on. Okay, hold on. So tell me, am I tripping or what? I just need you to tell me something real quick. Am I tripping or what, bro?
Tripping as in he shouldn't have posted that, or tripping as there's nothing wrong with that?
No, I'm just saying. Do you see something wrong with it? Is it positive? Is it negative? Are you indifferent about the whole thing? Just tell me. Am I tripping? Because I'm gonna tell you what I feel about it, but I'm trying to see. I don't want to tell you what I feel because I might be tripping.
You're not tripping, and this is like, we don't know Chris Brown. We don't know his character, whatever, however you want to put it, but based on public, what we have seen from the public of what we know of him, in a sense, from publicly what we know of him, he's not the right person to ask that question to.
Okay.
He's definitely not the right person to ask that question to.
You see any other problems with this whole clip and this whole segment on Club Shay Shay by Unc Shannon?
I guess it's because Chris Brown has never played any professional basketball, so why are you asking a hip hop head to give advice to a NBA player? Like, it just, I mean, I guess because it's a relationship advice in a sense, and because Chris Brown is in the celebrity scene, but I'm just like, I don't know. I would rather him ask, someone who's might have gone through that in the NBA. I don't know what players have gone through stuff. I mean, there's probably been many, but it's just like, I'd rather you ask that question to him. But I feel as though Shannon's only asking that because he knows that's like, that was a hot topic at the time, 2 or 3 weeks ago, in a sense.
Okay. Well, let me tell you, I don't think I'm tripping. I'm a Shannon Sharpe fan. I've said it, but that was some of the most trashy, catty,
what the hell?
Like commentating, sports comment. First of all, why are you talking to Chris Brown about basketball? And why are you talking to Chris Brown about women issues?
Right.
Chris Brown, and once again, let me, because it's not Chris Brown's fault. Let me say that.
Definitely
Chris
not.
Brown is on his show.
Right.
Chris Brown is there to answer the question. Now, Chris Brown could have said, and it takes a certain type of character to say this. And I'm not saying Chris Brown doesn't have the character. I'm just saying he could have been caught off guard. He could have said, you know what, that's not something I want to speak on, or that's not something I'm comfortable speaking on. Let's go to the next question.
Right.
But a lot of times when you're on someone who's as popular as Shannon Sharpe show,
it's your boy, I fool with you.
People just go with the flow. You know what I'm saying? It's kind of like a go with the flow situation.
No, I definitely think Shannon was definitely off base with that one. I mean, I know it's a hot topic issue. I would more so like, I wouldn't have asked, I guess I would have formed the question differently. I wouldn't have asked, so what's your advice? I would have been like, what do you think about this?
Right.
And just left it there. Like, I wouldn't ask for advice. Like, I'm not.
No, you're halfway there, but I still think you're missing the point. The point that I have about this is, what does that have to do with sports?
Oh, it has nothing to do with sports.
Who Zion Williamson is sleeping with has nothing to do with sports.
Nothing.
Absolutely nothing to do with sports.
You're right.
Zion Williams could be sleeping with, he could have a harem of females. It does not have anything to do with his ability to play basketball. The team didn't suspend him for it.
Right.
Why are we talking about Zion Williamson and who he's sleeping with?
Yeah, that doesn't matter.
Why are you asking another man about Zion Williamson and who he's sleeping with?
Right.
It doesn't have anything to do with sports. Somebody in my mind, I was like, well, maybe it's kind of like a Ja Morant situation, and then I had to say, nope, it's not a Ja Morant situation. And here's why.
Okay.
Ja Morant's issue is an issue that impacted his ability to play the game.
Okay. Right.
So it's not a Ja Morant situation.
Right.
Maybe it's a Ime Udoka situation. You know, maybe. But you know what? Nope, it's not an Ime situation because Ime was in the context of the actual team that he was coaching for, and it cost him his job as actually being coached.
He was coaching for sure.
Zion is not being held. Like, how are we holding him? Why are you talking about this?
Yeah, I didn't. You know what? I didn't think about that point of view. But yeah, you're definitely not tripping on that one.
I mean, it was just a catty statement, and then just to what was it? A statement to laugh on this guy's behalf, like kick a man while he's down. He's already dealing with something,
right, and he can't speak about it.
And he can't speak about it. Right. So you just bring this up to all people to ask about. I guess I don't know what like a moral stance to take about women and how to treat women.
Right.
Chris Brown. Like Chris Brown has, and this is not negative. Chris Brown says it in an actual interview, so I'm just going to repeat something else. So it says he has 3 kids by 3 baby mamas.
Right.
So Chris Brown is not somebody to actually talk about promiscuity.
Right. What are we talking about here?
And why are we talking about?
It just
I'm rambling, but
I feel
my mind was blown. I said, you know what? Am I tripping?
Nah.
Because am I looking at this the wrong way?
No, you definitely not,
bro.
You definitely not. I just think just starting off, the question was definitely off base. I wouldn't have asked the question just based on who he's asking the question to. But then on top of the point you made with the it's not a basketball related question in a sense. Then it goes into that. So it's just like like off rip, the question shouldn't have been asked just because of that, but. First of all, like you said, because of the basketball question. Then secondly, it'll go into who you're asking the question to.
You know what? Malika Andrews, a while back, she caught a lot of flack whenever they were announcing the new coach. Ironically, after Ime Udoka was fired, they had promoted the young man who was an assistant coach. I can't think of his name right now. But when they promoted him, Malika Andrews went on TV and for some reason, out of nowhere, decided to bring up a past issue that he wasn't even found convicted about, but just threw that out there like, if you had a problem with Malika Andrews saying what she said about the gentleman who eventually became the coach of the actual Celtics, you should have a problem with Shannon Sharpe just did here, bro.
Right.
Like, it makes no sense as to why you would bring that particular subject up. It has nothing to do with sports. It has nothing to do with Chris Brown.
Right.
Chris Brown is not the person to speak on that topic. You just, I don't know if you're doing it for clicks. Was you doing it for likes or attention?